What is up, everybody? We are back with another video. So today I just want to show you guys what trade I took and how I was feeling in it. And low key, I feel like I got a little lucky today, I'll be honest. But at the same time, I'm gonna just tell y'all the emotions I was going through. So basically, there is a few trades happening at the same time, or just possibly that could have happened at the same time. So with this, you have silver, right? This trade looked like it didn't close below, but then like once it actually closed, you see the EMA actually move. So it ended up closing below it. And I was like, dang, okay. At the time, the trade was already going down, but it ended up coming back up. So I was like, yo, it's back up to break even. I'm going to get in this trade because it's valid. So that's exactly what I did. And the reason I say I got lucky is because I missed it, like when it precisely happened. And I don't like doing that, but I don't like missing it at that moment, but I did. And the only reason I did was because I thought it didn't close below. But you have to wait. You actually have to wait for the whole like EMA to move for the next candle, because it looked like it didn't close, and then once this candle came up, it actually did. And then for gold, it clearly didn't close even when the EMA moved. So silver did, and we ended up having this setup, and then boom, it won. So we took a dub today. It was a solid setup. I liked it because we're overall on a downtrend. We're going up a little bit, but then we just broke structure again to the downside. This reminded me of a US 30 setup that I took a while ago, back in like March. But yeah, man, it was overall a solid trade, and I feel good about it. And we're just gonna keep on trading. It's kind of late right now, and I wanted to do better with like going to sleep earlier, but I'm gonna show up regardless. We're gonna wake up. I just have to take like a nap during the day or something. But either way, man, this was the trade we took today. We're 1-0 to start the week. What is up, everybody? We are back with another trade recap of the day. And today, well, this was yesterday, May 5th. We actually were able to take a NAS setup, which had a 15-minute confluence. And clearly we're up here. Didn't have to wait for a break of structure during session or anything. Excuse me. The only thing that, okay, so this, like, it clearly hit it, right? I always make sure to zoom in ever since I made a mistake on May 12th, 2025, where I thought a setup hit the 50 EMA and it didn't. So I was actually taking an invalid trade during that time. Plus it was spiky low. That's a whole nother story. I have a video on that actually. But that's what it's really cool that I could go back and like look at that stuff. But basically with this trade, it's the same thing. Go for the 1 to 1.5. And we're hiding in a zone right now, so we actually couldn't enter on this candle, but if the next candle like broke the zone, we'd be able to enter. So it ended up breaking it, and then I got in right when it hit back to the entry. So I didn't get in over here, I just got right back in at the entry. And that was with this next candle. So at this point, the trade is doing its thing. It's 7:45. um and I'm not expecting nothing. I'm just expecting it to play out. And then once 8 o'clock hits, it starts going down, but it has a good reaction to the 50 EMA. Did it tap the 50? No, it didn't, but it just had a good reaction, I guess. And then after that, boom, we had a big spike right there. Yeah, I guess it never tapped the 50, but it had a good spike right there. And then with this next candle, we were able to get a dub. So 1 to 1.5. We're up for the week. We're 2-0. Overall solid setup. Just waited for it to hit this zone and then close above the 13, which it did. So even right here, yep, close above the 13, and it broke the zone. So it's a good trade, y'all. I will see you guys on Thursday. Friday, we don't have to trade. Wednesday, we didn't trade because we took a trade on Monday and Tuesday. So I will see y'all on Friday. No, Thursday. Ooh. What is up, everybody? We are back with another video. Well, another trade recap for the day. One thing I will say, man, this week has been coming with some setups. Every single day that I could trade, there has been a setup. So this is US 30. If we zoom out on it, we see we're in the uptrend. We're looking for buys. We don't need to wait for a break of structure. We're literally high, like we're doing our thing. You know, US 30 is doing its thing. So right now, in this area right here, we had a 1 hour zone that was created right at 8 o'clock. So boom, right here, this officially became a 1 hour zone. And then as you can see, it tapped. It became a 1 hour zone on the 5 minute, tapped, tapped the 50, ended up closing above the 13 right here on a valid candle. This candle was green, but it was more of a selling candle than a buying candle. So we actually didn't enter right there, but we entered right here at 8:15. So this is US 30 going for the 1 to 1.5, and boom, this is the first candle. I'm just like, okay, this is interesting. I'm just trying not to judge, just being like, all right, anything can happen. Let's just let things play out. This candle, definitely scary. I thought it was about to lose right then and there. It was very close, 4 points from losing. And I was just telling myself during this time, let's just stay in the trade always. It's literally no exceptions to that. So I stayed in the trade. And then boom, we had a good candle right here right after that, which was awesome. This candle closed pretty good. So the fact that this candle was like that was nice to see. And then with this candle, we got the dub. So this was, it's like a 20-minute trade, or maybe a little less than 20 minutes, maybe like 17, 18 minutes. But we got the 1 to 1.5, and that is now 3-0 for the week, which is pretty cool. This was definitely the best week of the year so far, because tomorrow's NFP day, so we're not going to be trading. And yeah, I'm just grateful for a cool week. And yes, it's nice to go 3-0, but my mindset is literally, it's nicer that I followed my plan this whole week, and this was the result of it. Next week I could go 0 for 3. All that, I don't care, like, as long as I follow my plan. Now, April was a rough month, but I stick to it. I stick to following my plan, and then I made little dumb mistakes towards the end of April, and now we're here. So we're at a good spot in our account right now. We're just looking to just keep the consistency going and get that payout, because we're looking to trade them 5 accounts soon. Like, that's the goal, man. Trade 5 accounts and then get to the point where I'm literally like making 5K off of this trade instead of 1K. So 3-0 for the week. Textbook, just kept doing what I was doing. One thing that helped me a lot this week was making sure that I stay intentional with what I'm supposed to do. So whether it's talking to ChatGPT, like, all right, I want to keep my mindset strong for the next day, and then it'll give me like some pointers, and I'll find something good in there where it's like, ooh, okay, I like that. Because I don't have like a big mentor right now. I'm not in any group. So Chat has been helping me with that. And of course, like, my girl has been helping me too, just stay hungry. She tells me to stay hungry. So, love her. And yeah, it's been a good week trading wise. So we are going to make sure that we continue. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see y'all next week.